Hey everybody, Movie Review Next Door here, and I'm back with another review. And tonight I'm reviewing Shattered. This is a drama thriller film directed by Mike Barker from 2005, and it stars Pierce Brosnan, Maria Bello, Gerard Butler, and Claudette Mink. Yeah, this film, in this film, excuse me, a sociopathic kidnapper methodically pushes a desperate pair of parents to their absolute breaking point. So, what did I think of Shattered? Well, I'm gonna try my best not to spoil anything because this is one of those films that a lot of enjoyment you will get out of it is from the twists. So I have to be very careful about how I say things. But I really enjoyed it this time around. Last time I saw it, I wasn't huge on it. Um, Watching it again, paying a bit more attention, I don't know, maybe I was just having an off day that day, but I really did enjoy it. I really did come to care about the parents and become really interested in what was going on throughout the film. And yeah, this is one of those films I like to see because it's not just every other thriller you've ever seen. A lot of thrillers around this time got very monotonous, especially ones of this type of setup where it's like, oh, someone takes a pair, like a family hostage. That whole type of thing was being done all the time in this decade, in the 2000s. Funny Games came out around the same time. I'd watch this over Funny Games any day because I think Funny Games is a fucking piece of shit, especially given that the director doesn't understand what the fuck he's doing, especially with his message for that film. But yeah, I really did enjoy this film. And I'm going to be careful with the cast. I'm not going to mention the characters' names because there are names that do become a plot points later. So I'm just going to mention the actors' names. And I'll say right now, if you were thinking of watching the film, do not look at my review until after you watch the film. I didn't spoil anything in my review. I didn't really type much of a review. Do not go to my review because you will be spoiled about characters, which I hate that they did that. But um, Gerard Butler is kind of the main character. All three of the main characters are main characters, really. Um, he does a good job in the film, playing very against type, as does Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan is also really good in this. Maria Bello, really good job. All three of the main actors do really good jobs. Claudette Mink doesn't have a huge part in the film, but she is really damn good. And there's a part, if you get to the part of the movie I'm thinking about, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't think I'm going to be able to make this super long because I don't want to make this a spoiler review because I do think this is like a. I usually only do spoiler reviews for films that I want to get more in depth on and try to like get a bit deeper into the plot and everything. And I don't really want to do that here because yeah, I just want people to discover for themselves and watch it and discover the twists by themselves. I don't want to like guide anybody to them. So I'll say that. But I will talk about the merits of this film. This film is very well paced. It is only a 95-minute long movie. Without the credits, it's about 89, 88 minutes. It does cut at a good pace. That's for sure. It's a good looking film. This was a British Australian co production, I think. No, British Canadian. Sorry. Which I guess that explains why Gerard Butler. Sorry, I gotta adjust the camera. Why Gerard Butler and Pierce Brosnan are in this. Two actors that I love. I also really like Maria Bello. I just need to see her in more stuff. Um, but yeah, this is a type of film that has been really missing lately. Kind of a psychological thriller that doesn't feel like you're being cheated because in this film it does deal with some touchy subjects. I won't get into the subjects because they're spoilers, but it is one of those movies that I feel that a lot of people who have been through the issues that are presented in this film or that are talked about in this film, it'll definitely hit close to home for them. I do believe that. And I have not dealt with the issues presented in the film, but I will say that it still did hit home because I'm a human and I can imagine the feelings that these characters go through and through all this. And yeah, I can say that this is a very effective thriller. It really, I mean, I won't say had me on the edge of my seat, but I was hoping for the main characters to get out alive. I was hoping that everything would go smoothly. Um, the characters never seemed to make idiotic decisions. Most of them seemed pretty rational. And yeah, it's just like a really well-made piece of film or film. It's a really well-made film. Um, trying to think if I had issues with it. I will say it is it is one of those films that, like with my review of Toe, it's not a similar ending to Toe, but if you saw Toe, I feel like your experience overall will be judged a bit by the ending. I won't say you'll hate or love this movie because of the ending, but I will say that it really depends if you buy into the family. It depends if you buy into these characters. And I guess even if you did buy into them, you could just not like the ending. I understand that. That's perfectly valid. A perfectly valid reason to not like the film. But I will say give the film a chance. Let it try and do its thing. Uh it's not like it's taking up a ton of your time. Um and yeah, just give the film a chance, let it try to do its thing. Uh but yeah, it is kind of hard to talk about this film that like because of the twists. Like a lot of the film like it's not a film that I think the twists are the only good thing about it and it makes the entire film worth it. But the twists are, in my opinion, very well done. I think that they were effective. Sorry. Yeah, I think this is a very enjoyable thriller. There's not a ton else I can say. Um, it's nice to hear Pierce Brosnan use his Irish accent. Apparently, a lot of people on Letterboxd are going like, "Oh, why is he faking this Irish accent?" I'm like, "He's Irish." But yeah, sorry this review is gonna be really short, but yeah, I that was my review of Shattered. If you've seen the film and you liked it, let me know in the comments. Don't spoil it. Please do not spoil it. And movie review next door out.